Hi guys, it's George Plumides.
And Lori Zanino.
And welcome back to Inspiring Charlotte.
We're back from market. We've got a little take on what we saw there.
Yeah,
and
Spring Market 2026.
It was great.
Exciting as always. Again, color, big. Color was big.
Lots of color.
Traditional, but reinvented.
Yes.
Lots of beautiful trims and tassels and fringes.
Loved it. Loved all of it.
Who were your favorites?
Well, I went into Vanguard, really loved a lot of the color, a lot of dusty roses and burgundies, greens, a lot of bullion fringe there too, which was kind of cool to see from them because they have a little bit more modern take on that. Also loved Duval Reynolds for House of Düval for Sherrill.
Beautiful collection.
Great stuff. Very, very Ralph Lauren. Yes.
Great
fabrics and textures. He had a lot of different textures too, which was amazing to see. How about you? What was your favorite?
I love Barrie Benson's new collection. Well, it wasn't new, but it was her 10th anniversary at Highland House. She had some really beautiful pieces. I loved just running into old designers and people that we hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Had some. I love Chaddock. Yes. Larry Laszlo, who we got a chance to interview. Just iconic.
Yes.
Been around forever and still doing his thing and still amazing.
Yeah.
It was also fun to go to Theodore Alexander and get to interview Alexa Hampton. You'll get a little bit of that later. She was amazing. Just the kindest, sweetest, most down to earth, and has the most amazing lines and a history of design with her family, Mark Hampton. I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Market was fun this time because, you know, we got to go and see, and you and I did a lot of things on Sunday.
Yeah.
But we did our own thing too, which was kind of fun this time because we got to see, I got to bump into little booths and things I probably wouldn't go into when we were trying to film or take photographs.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
No, it was a lot of fun. And I think too, having done one market where we were interviewing some designers, we kind of got our feet wet with that one. And this one was a lot of fun because we could just relax and get in there with the designers and really like pick their brains. And
it was fun because Alexa sat on a bed.
Yeah.
I stood. I should have laid on the bed with her. It would have been more exciting.
You guys should have just gotten in bed with the covers.
But I felt like I was cowering over her the whole time I was interviewing her, and it's not going to be pretty, folks. Sorry.
Well, and I know too with Larry Laszlo, that was kind of on the spot too.
Sounds
like it was kind of fun. I'm sorry, I missed that.
It was fun because he gives us a chance to put a mic on him, and I had to kind of lean in. So hopefully you get to hear it when we interview, listen to the interview. But it's fun to get their little twist on because like even with Alexa and Barrie and with Duval's been in the industry forever. And to see how they treat their own collections.
Exactly. Like what they bring to the table with their collections is just fantastic. And I mean, Duval is so energetic and so excited about his collection. It was so fun to sit down and talk to him and pick his brain a little bit about how he came up with the pieces that he selected and what they're presenting going forward. So.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun to watch. Like even with Alexa at Theo, like her collection has evolved and evolved and evolved.
Mm-hmm.
She started out with Hickory chair, and she's taken those pieces and they've evolved into even more elaborate and more beautiful pieces as the time goes. And it's fun to watch her kind of explode. Same thing with Larry Laszlo. Larry Laszlo's been with Guy Chaddock and with Chaddock and with before that Ferguson Copeland. And Larry just does amazing, beautiful things. And, he's been in the business forever.
Mm-hmm.
And to still see his collection, this market, evolve, classic pieces that he's had forever, but they've evolved and the finishes have changed.
Yeah.
And the color story and the design. And it's kind of fun to watch that all happen. And we get to see it. We're lucky in real time.
Yeah, we get to see it in real time, which is great.
It's kind of fun. I think too, accessories this year were huge. It's fun to watch traditional, a lot of gold, but it's like unlacquered brass and beautiful warm gold.
Yeah, warm gold.
Silver kind of was worming its way back in, but it's not the same just brushed nickel or polished nickel.
It's more of a champagne.
It's more
a little
champagne.
Warmer champagne
it
color.
Was, and I love to see like a lot of the art, modern art, but framed traditionally, which was beautiful.
Yeah.
I love to see the warm woods. I love to see it's nice to see things kind of they look and feel expensive, not just kind of there. And rooms were curated and it looked more collected this market.
It absolutely did.
Which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah. Well, I hope you all enjoy the interviews we did at market. I know we did enjoy.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
So
much fun.
Take a listen to our podcast, Inspiring Charlotte.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Hi, Lori Zanino here with Inspiring Charlotte, and we are in the Sherrill showroom with Düval Reynolds premiering his House of Düval line with Sherrill. So exciting. He launched the spring market, and we're just so excited to talk to him about everything having to do with the House of Düval line and what he's up to. Düval, tell me, what inspires you?
Yeah, so I think a lot of things inspire me. Honestly, like legacy brands inspire me to see what people have done and where things have come from. I think that's really inspiring, and trying to figure out ways to incorporate that into what we do and how we use products today, but trying to also have a modern lens on it. So I think that's what we're inspired by.
Yeah. And what advice would you give new designers coming into the business?
Oh man, there's so much. There's so much advice. I would start with understanding that design and business are not the same thing. I think that would be where I would start. And just understanding that business needs a framework and a structure, and design needs discovery and
the creative process.
Yeah, the creative process. And as long as you understand the difference between those, it's a way to be successful. But just knowing they're different.
Yeah.
We have a thread throughout the entire collection where you'll see the Rita details and different scales come in through different pieces. So we try not to overdo it, because we understand that you're not going to buy our entire collection for one house. It usually would be pieces at a time. So just small details throughout, I think, will be really cute.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
And so what's next for you? Like,
what's next?
What are you thinking for like future year? Because now you've got your furniture line.
Yes,
What else do you think you would like to tackle?
Sure. We actually already have like collection 2 and 3 that we're thinking through already. So the pieces that we want to just make better, pieces that we want to expand on, as well as like fabric collections that we want to extend into. But we definitely have conversations for like lighting and area rugs. But right now, I think we just want to put a lot of effort into just keeping the furniture brand in front of people, stay on the marketing side of that, and then just expand it.
Yeah, and fine-tuning the details and all of the, It's incredible, because Sherrill's one of my favorite brands.
I mean, as they should be.
Sell a lot of it, and I actually own a Sherrill sofa. So I'm so excited about this, because now I'm looking for myself and like, what pieces could I add to my house?
I love it. Yeah, they are also such a legacy brand and a manufacturer. And so I feel like we are so grateful and really honestly so blessed to be a part of a community and a family-owned business. And they have really opened arms, like welcomed us with open arms. And so, I mean, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I'm really happy.
I'm very happy for you, because this is amazing. And
thank you so much.
We're going to walk through and you're going to show us some pieces. And we'll catch some video of it. Yeah. But I'm so excited for you. This is amazing.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So what you guys are seeing now is our end of bed bench. And so this is made to a king size. It actually fits in the frame of a king bed. What we wanted to do is that benches often look really they look like it's completely separate from the room, because we're often taking it from a different location. So what we want to do is make one that's proper for the bedroom. It actually almost sits like a sofa. You want to test it out?
Yeah.
It almost sits like a sofa. And so it just has a little bit of back height. It doesn't disrupt the view of the bedding, but it gives you some comfort. This also is a versatile piece that we think can go both in the entryway as well as in the dining room.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to show you guys our dining set. And so what you're going to see here is our two-tone dining table here, which we're calling a transitional piece. So oftentimes you'll have products that will come from different locations, different brands. So you might have a chair from somewhere, a sideboard, and the wood finishes don't necessarily match. So this transitional piece, you can do in any of the wood finishes, do in 2 different tones, so that it can actually make the room work together.
Yeah.
The chairs you see here are actually low profile intentionally, so that way you don't obstruct any views when you're thinking about waterfront, ocean views, mountain views, cityscapes, so that if this is set in front of a window, it's not going to block those. We did the stripes on it, so it gives it a visual height, but we kept the base relatively wide. So we're thinking about comfort and seating.
And I love the two-tone with the fabric and the leather.
Thank you so much. When we think just even pairing all of this together, there's multiple finishes, but it doesn't feel chaotic. These are our version of a leather chair. So it's our modern take on it. And so I know, right? It feels really good.
Fits so well.
So we did a lot of work to make this a really good chair. Again, we're not trying to do anything new. We wanted to make it better. And so we really worked on the pitch of this to make sure it sat well. So TV watching. Actually, you'll also notice that the arm is tapered down, so your elbow isn't sitting too high. Yeah. We were also thinking about where the stitching placement was so that it doesn't feel like you're putting your arm on it. Again, we're just wanting to make it better.
So smart.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we also put a lot of cushion in here so that if you're hitting it, it doesn't feel the frame.
Yeah.
We love this beautiful cognac leather fabric that we put on it, wrapped inside this beautiful wallpaper that we designed with Paul Montgomery.
Yeah, it's
so we hope you guys love it. Yeah.
Hi guys, it's George Plumides with Inspiring Charlotte, and we're at High Point Market, Spring 2026, and I'm with Barrie Benson Studios, based in Charlotte, which is a wonderful thing for me to say. It's so great to have a Charlotte-based designer. Your collection from Highland House is always spectacular. How many years have you been doing the collection with Highland House now?
This is our 10th anniversary, so we are so thrilled. So I met Nathan he was a rep for me at Hickory Chair.
He was my rep at Hickory Chair.
Really?
That's how I know Nathan.
So, I came from the hospitality design world, so we did custom work, furniture work, and drew everything. And so I never saw a sofa I didn't want to change. So I was always changing skirts and things like that. And after working with him for about a year and a half, when he got the job here, he was like, would you think about a collection with me? And that was how it started.
And I'm trying to remember, if I can remember correctly, the first time I saw it, was it the bedroom and the like 2 rooms over that when you walked in, you just saw the color and life?
Well, you're so sweet. We've been doing it for so long. Actually, the first showrooms in Market Square.
That's right. That's the old showroom.
The Schuberts hadn't bought this building
yet. The first time I came in here and saw that bedroom, I was like, holy cow, thank God, fresh air. You were doing color and pattern and texture when everything was kind of going gray and boring and bland.
Yeah, I can't do that. I mean, actually, I have done a couple of neutral houses. We do a lot of texture, and it's sort of challenging. It's fun. But the nice thing when we're doing this, when we can't convince some clients to go certain color palettes and we're just inspired by something, Highland House Showroom is always an opportunity to sort of stretch our wings.
And one part of the thing I love is that people don't realize, being in North Carolina and being this close to the furniture industry and being part of it, how much is truly still made here and how much you can change and create. You don't have to wait for a drawing to go 9,000 miles away and come back. You go right to the plant and say, hey, I love this table. Let's make it 4 inches bigger. Let's lower it by 1 inch, which is every piece, guys, in the showroom that she's touched is incredible. The attention to detail, the finishes, the way, pattern. This is what I try to tell people all day long, because you design for your customers. Yep. That's what we all do. And I'm like, look at the textures, the patterns, the colors. You can mix it and you'll be okay. You won't die.
Well, it's funny. We were a little worried putting enormous pattern on an enormous sectional, and it sold within 1 minute of showing up. So
but it's stunning.
A testament that its pattern is alive and well.
What are your new colors and inspirations for the coming season?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'll tell you our inspiration. I am a huge art fanatic, and I always take inspiration from artists because they study how colors bump up against each other and how they mix. And they're doing these studies with patterns in such a hyper intense kind of way. That really inspires me. So like colors that I would never put together are generally things that, we'll put a fabulous Matisse or a Hockney on the wall, and we're like, let's see if we can figure out how to do a color story around this. And so honestly, I don't want to go to trends. I always just want to.
Well, you create trends. You don't go to trends. You create trends.
That's nice, but
and you, like, even with the art you've selected behind you, this is what I show people. People get afraid of, this doesn't work with my art. Yeah, it does. Like, art is subjective. Whatever you love can go with whatever you love.
Honestly, and that is one of the things I tell people. Even when I'm doing houses with clients, they're like, where is this going to go if I'm going to buy it? I'm like, that is not how we think about it. You've got to love the piece of art, and we will find a place. Every time I buy a piece of art, my friend Shani comes and we rearrange my whole collection, and it just makes it even fresher because it's in a different place and a different adjacency. So like you can always move these things around.
That's my favorite thing to do in spring. That's what I've done all spring in my house. Spring cleaning. Every piece of art is in a different location, and everybody's like, oh, wow, is that new? No, it's been here probably 20 years. You just saw it on the floor over there, and now it's on a wall over here, and the colors change, and it changes the room. Like if you went to a somber piece here, it would change the whole vibe of the space.
Exactly. And this is why we did this Modern Matter railing system, picture rail system, because you can change it around, you can move it around, and it makes it very malleable.
One of the things I love that you're from Charlotte is, I'm a native. There are very few of us, like 3 or 4. And Charlotte, I've always thought, had beautiful architecture, beautiful homes, great design, but it was never recognized. It was always Birmingham, Nashville, Atlanta. Now with you, Charlotte Lucas, there's so many great designers. And the city is being recognized.
Oh, that's so nice.
And I love that you inspire me.
Oh my gosh, that is flattering. It's Charlotte Lucas. We used to work together, and now she's like a shining star and does a collection upstairs. So it's really fun.
See, you're the one that started us all.
Oh no, I didn't start it all. I got lucky that she would work with me, so it was really fun.
It's talent. It's talent. It's not just luck. You have to have talent. You handfuls of talent.
Honestly, my team is so talented, and I'm nothing without them because I can stay big and visionary and creative, and they can execute and also be visionary. I mean, I have 10 people in my office right now, and those women are just like, this whole thing would not have happened without them.
But your eye, it's editing. Like, if people don't think about that, like I watch customers will look at me when I'm putting a room together, and I'm like, they're like, oh, I love this. I love this. I love this. We got to edit, got to dial it back just a little bit. Yeah, that's your eye, though. You're the creative director. You know how to edit, and it's obvious.
And I honestly love editing because honestly, every client I have, it's not the Barrie Benson house; it is their house, and I'm trying to bring the best out of them and then edit them. And so that's why I feel like our houses look so different. Each house that we do is different because we're trying to draw inspiration from our clients, and then edit them and also bring something fresh. So it's fun.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking a few minutes to just talk about you and your collection.
Well, thank you.
It's so exciting to spend some time with you. Hi guys, it's George Plumides, and we're back with Inspiring Charlotte podcast from the High Point Market 2026. And one of my favorite people in the world, Alexa Hampton.
Hi,
how are you? Welcome to our podcast.
Yorgos, we're very Greek here.
Very Greek. How have you been? It's great to see you.
It's so great seeing you always.
I love coming to your space because it's always my favorite space at Theodore Alexander.
How many times has he said that on the podcast, I wonder?
5 million. But no, I haven't. Honestly, yours is always, I've placed your pieces in so many of my projects.
I love you, man.
So
love
welcome.
You, man.
But Marlborough Collection, one of my favorites, obsessed with a Tomaso nightstand.
So let me let me blow your mind. It is the Marlborough Collection, but the Tomasos are not part of it.
I know it's not, but I love this nightstand. This is Marlborough and over here, and that chest back in that corner.
And but I just love that the non-Marlborough.
I know, but
I just have to
they have
confuse.
Well, in the new space, they've kind of squeezed everybody together.
Well, and whoever has new stuff at the market will have a bigger space, and we rotate, and we're supportive, obviously, of each other.
Marlborough was last market.
True.
Which was spectacular. Actually, we have some pieces coming to our floor in Charlotte. So when you're ready to see it, please call me. I'd love to show it to you.
And it is meant to be kind of like the spine of the collection. Because I do a lot of eclectic stuff. This bed being case in point. It's very French, modern. It's very French modern.
Very French.
And I like to do things like, a Biedermeier chest or a spoonback chair. So it's all over the map. So the Marlborough was kind of, it's a suite, if you can believe it, in this day and age doing a suite. But I needed like that connective tissue.
But you need bones. You need bones. And a good bone, you can kind of build off a great piece. And that's what I've always
That was totally the hope.
Well, and you know what's great? Like, I love all your showrooms, especially the old building was my favorite with like every room. Like you put the way you mix pattern, textiles, scale, it's always perfection. There's never like, I've never been in a room of yours that's been like, oh, I don't know that I'd have done that pillow, but okay.
Well, I am just doing the Theodore Alexander, like a floor in Jakarta. And I'm going in September with my husband. And I just picked all the fabrics out yesterday and placed, 7 rooms worth of furniture.
Yeah, and I wish we had the space to do that here because your old showroom here in High Point they had a huge building.
But it's fun. It's fun doing something different,
It is. Well, the space breaks up.
And I was always at I thought I had the best rooms at the old place because I had the highest ceilings.
Hands down.
And I was
the moldings, the finishes.
I brought plaster crown and a fireplace. But the downside of it was that by the time people got to the end of the 60,000 square feet,
they were
tapped out.
Yeah.
And the joy was missing.
Yeah, but for me, it was walking through. You had those drapery.
The portieres,
they were spectacular. And you walked through and it was like, welcome to Alexa World. And it was just the most beautiful, like we've talked about already at market, is the mixing of patterns and textures and scale and color that people have been so afraid of for the last 15 years.
And it's what we want to look at, because we shop market, all of us. And it's such an important place for us to see stuff. And our eyes get so exhausted by seeing the same.
Well, I mean,
stuff.
I love beige. It's fine.
Me
and
too.
It has a place.
I love white.
I do too. But when I come into a space, I want to, especially at market, this is why every 6 months, I want to be inspired. I want to see what's new. What still inspires you at market? What grabs you when you're here?
I just went to the 313 building on South Centennial.
Yes.
And the whole vibe of that building was really cool.
Yeah.
I saw my friends at Pookie.
Yes.
And Alfredo Paredes or Paredes. I'm not sure how he pronounces his name, but I'm going to speak it with great confidence.
Exactly. It sounds great.
Right,
it sounds
but I'm
great.
Confident.
My Greek is awful. Yours is probably better than mine, even though I'm Greek and you're not. But still, we just try.
So that was really cool. Yesterday, I went to Chaddock, Highland House.
Was amazing. Highland House was
Hancock
great.
and Moore, Century.
Yeah.
And Eichholtz to see Corey Damon Jenkins.
I'm going today. I ran into Corey yesterday. Cannot wait to see the new lighting collection.
I loved Highland House. I thought was really cute this season.
It's fresh.
It's got a real specific personality, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
It is who it is.
It is. Well, I interviewed Barrie yesterday, Benson, and I was obsessed with her collection because she reminded me a lot of you with the pattern and the texture and the mixing and the color. And
that's a compliment.
Well, you're both amazing, but again, this is one of my favorite in the world.
She's more feminine for sure. I definitely Hugh Butch. I love my neoclassicism. Fanaticism.
That's my heart is neoclassicism.
Of course it is.
I'm a traditionalist. I love contemporary. I love mixing.
Yeah, me too.
Me too. But I am a neoclassicist at heart. Like I love the traditional pediment designs and the detail but it lasts forever. That's what I try to tell people. Some of the new stuff is so trendy
it's kind of dead on arrival.
Yeah. Well, and like the whole mid-century modern. I love mid-century modern.
I love mid-century modern.
But people got so caught up recently with doing a whole house in it.
Yeah.
To me, it's more exciting to bring a piece in with stuff like this, and it makes that one mid-century modern piece feel special and exciting. And
then the architecture has so much to do with it. So if I'm in a beautiful house, I'm energized to do more modern furniture.
Exactly.
And when I'm in a modern place,
I like to mix
I like
to throw in an unexpected little traditional thing or traditional piece of art.
Because it is timeless.
It is. It is. Well, guys, we're going to let her go. She's got a busy day.
I have a very busy day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. We'll see you soon, and thank you for joining us on Inspiring Charlotte.
Thank you.